Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Luthfia Lestari. Now I am studying for the 4th semester at UIN Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. I'm here talking about the issue of globalization, namely the fading of culture in Indonesia. Culture is something that has become a habit and is difficult to change. Many cultures are scattered in all parts of Indonesia. Some of the exciting cultures in Indonesia include traditional dance, folk song, regional musical instrument, regional language, traditional clothes, and traditional house. However, the influence of globalization in Indonesia has resulted in many cultures from outside inserting Indonesia. This makes Indonesia people easily abject culture from outside Indonesia. Indonesian society thinks that outside culture is more modern than Indonesian culture. Moreover, Indonesia is located in the international trade route that is passed by outside trades, so that the Indonesian people can easily interact and communicate with people outside Indonesia. With this condition, many foreign trades also market their goods in Indonesia. With the entry of foreign culture in Indonesia, it has resulted in positive and negative impact that are felt. It is the same as older cultures that makes the values of the original Indonesian culture diminish. The characteristic of indigenous Indonesian culture must be strengthened again, so that future generations can enjoy authentic Indonesian culture. With the awareness of each community, it will arouse a sense of waiting to preserve the original culture in Indonesia. Thus, effort must be made to restore the original culture of Indonesia. The definition used in the issues is culture. That size used is country. Talking about culture, I take an example of culture values in the Bugis-Makasar community. There are several culture values from the Bugis-Makasar culture which are the role models and way of life for the Bugis-Makasar people in living their life. The following culture values include: 1. Honestly. In Bugis-Makasar society, honestly is called lempu, where the meaning of honestly is very used in this culture. Lempu language also has a meaning other than honestly, namely true, sincere, fair, and kind. Honestly is one the culture values used in daily activities. The second, intellectual. In the Bugis-Makasar society, intelligence is called amakengan. The meaning of intelligence can also be intellect, which has a sharp and educated mind. This culture values exist to be used in the way of life of the Bugis-Makasar people. The third, asitinijangan appropriateness, or what is also called asitinajangan in the Bugis-Makasar society, where a person gets married of worthless in life. The fourth, reso business. Business in the Bugis-Makasar community is also known as reso. In achieve something that you want, you have to reso or try hard. The last one, sirina pace. The Bugis-Makasar community has a culture philosophy. which is called sirik napis. Sirik napis must be honored by every individual. If only the individual does not have this philosophy, his life will be unfocused. The above cultures have a big impact of globalization. These impacts are positive impact and negative impacts on the Bugis-Makasar community. Positive impact. First, the existence of modernization in culture causes a shift in the values and attitudes of society, which are all irrational to become rational. Second, with the development of science and technology, people become easier in their activities and encourage more advanced thinking. And the third, a better level of life with the opening of the industry. Negative impact. First, the rapid industrial development made the supply of goods needed by the community, especially the Bugis-Makasar community, in abundance. That's why people are easily attracted to consuming goods with many available choices, resulting in a consumptive lifestyle. The second, the individualistic attitudes that the Bugis-Makasar community began to feel. The third, the negative culture that has begun to shift the original culture is that children are no longer respectful of their parents, the free life of adolescents, and so on. 4. The occurrence of social inequality which causes distance between the rich and the poor. In general, the deterioration of cultures in Indonesia due to globalization has had an impact. These impacts are positive impact and negative impact. Positive impact. First, guiding society to have modern thinking. Second, guiding people to have a sense of what multiculturalism, understanding the diversity of cultures in the world. The third, first a sense of tolerance to others. Negative impact. First, do not understand modernity, which causes deviant behavior. The second, very easily influenced by offset culture. The third, local culture is considered not offensive or still traditional and easy to live. Furthermore, the solution, when already knowing the positive and negative impact, next provides a solution. Solution: how to overcome the culture of culture in Indonesia. The solution can be able to catalyze the cultures that are still intact in Indonesia. As the Indonesian society should preserve the Indonesian state cultures in order not to fade. For example, dance areas, local songs, regional instrument, local language, customary clothing, and traditional homes. Because the culture owned can reflect the personality of the country of Indonesia. Although Indonesia has a variety of tribes and customs, but still all is part of the culture of the Indonesian nation. The solution I gave for the threat of culture in Indonesia is first, provide protection against cultures to be damaged caused by humans and natures. The second, conducting cultural development, also preparing support facilities and infrastructure. The third, development, conducting utilization of culture. 4. Doing like a counseling about the importance of maintaining the culture wars in Indonesia. 5. Looking for ideas for how cultures in Indonesia are still superior. The above solution is selected as it can prevent culture threat in Indonesia. The culture is culture by the Indonesian society itself. The cultures are not will slowly development if the people still care about this culture. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.